Well, I have many dreams lately. Some are dangerous, some are funny, some are interesting, some are fantastic. This one tells about I was traveling somewhere in the states, and I was sleeping in a public mission, lying on the floor. There were a bunch of people, more than 100, and they were yelling and singing and drinking loads of beers and bottles of, I think, tequila or gin and whiskey. Well, it was a real mess up. I looked down, I saw that I was missing one booth, and I was wearing leather boots, Mexican leather boots. I was missing one, and I don't know what happened with it. And I looked at the right, I saw man, an older man sitting on a bench, and his head bowed. And I know this man, he looked like Johnny Cash. At the side was a woman. She was June Carter, and all of a sudden he looked at me and for a few seconds, and then turned his head and whispered something in the ear of June. Then she stepped over to me and introduced herself and said, "My husband Johnny Cash would like to talk with you and do some songs with you, if you please." Well, I was surprised. I jumped on my feet and it was a strange walk because missing of that left boot. Stopped over to Johnny Cash, and he looked gray and old, and he looked at me and said, "Hello, I'm Johnny Cash." I said, "Hello, I'm Ramblin Wayn." Well, he shook my hand and said, "Let's do some songs together." I had a strange feeling I met you before somewhere. I don't know, could be in another life, another place. Well, he picked up his guitar. It was an old, I think it was a Martin guitar, and we played some songs of him. Folsom Prison Blues. I walked the line, cry, 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 hey porter. Sunday morning coming down. That great Chris Christopherson song. And I said, "John, let's play a song I really love, one of my favorites." And we sang together, "Give My Love to Rose." They looked at me and said, "I know you wrote some good stuff. You wrote a song called Train, isn't it?" And I was surprised. He said, "It's a great song. Let's do it together." Well, it really hit me. It really hit me like a baseball bat. And together with Johnny Cash, I played one of, I think, my best songs. Then we sang another one. Well, I still miss someone. And finally we did a gospel song, "Will the Circle Be Unbroken?" And June Carter joined in. In the meantime, all the people were quiet. You just could hear the sipping when they were sipping on the bottles or glass. Nobody laughs, nobody cries. They just listen. And all of a sudden, John said, "June, we've got to go. They're waiting for us." I stood up, gave me a hug, and June gave me a hug. And they went off. Outside the door, there was a kind of stagecoach, a big black stagecoach waiting for them with 6 white horses. They get in, and last word she said was, "Wayn, we will see you again in another time." I'm sure of that. And then that stagecoach started moving, and the horses, they were flying. They had wings, and they fly way up in the beautiful sky, and slowly they disappeared. And that's when I woke up and tell you, I'm really sorry I did.